Hi guys, welcome to my first ever GEL X dupe install video. Here are 6 tips that I will show you guys to ensure that your install lasts weeks, guys, if not months. These are the do's and don'ts that I kind of fell into after my install was completed. So of course you see I've already pre-prepped my nails, buff them. Tip number 1 is to choose the correct size tip. Your tip has to go evenly sidewall to sidewall. If it flushes over the sides, it's too big for you. It has to be the correct size, no flushing over. And of course here is the gel that I got from Born Pretty. It's their solid nail gel. So here I went wrong, guys. Tip number 2 is to apply a peel off base. I had my Macard peel off base and I didn't apply it for some reason. Without that base, these things will not come off. They took forever to be removed, and you'll see that at the end of my video. I have that removal process, guys. Oh my god, they took forever. Tip number 3, of course, is do not relift the nails once you've pressed them on. It introduces air bubbles. See my bubbles there? I was trying to kind of squeeze them out, which again caused a lot of flushing of the gel over the nails, which is where it all went wrong, and I didn't realize till the nails were actually done, guys. So here I'm just buffing the edges of all my nails to kind of give it something to grab onto, and of course installing them individually. Right size nails on my fingers. Just ensuring the gel spreads all. Look, see, I squeezed it and it's pushed all the way over. So I definitely use too much gel, and it's very important that if you use too much gel, guys, that you clean up properly. Believe me, in the middle or towards the end of this video you'll see what I mean, especially if you stay tuned till the end where I show you my removal process. I only kept these nails for like 5 days. I installed them Sunday, and I was in kind of a hurry, so yeah, everything just got kind of mixed up, but you'll see what I mean in regards to where I went wrong, so you guys can ensure that you do not do this. See, I'm lifting the gel again and I'm pushing it back. Do not lift the tips, guys. It introduces air bubbles and also it flushes the gel over. All right, tip number 4, guys, when you're applying the gels, it's hard to kind of get the consistency right. It's just that trial and error basis. Too much gel and it flushes over. Too little gel, it will pop off because it's not enough to actually hold it on. And of course, tip number 5, guys, if there is a flush, clean the excess gel from around your cuticle and underneath the nail. This is where I went wrong. I did not clean properly at all, especially under the nail and especially around the cuticle area, guys, because remember, you're gonna be applying gel, painting over these nails. If you don't clean properly and it dries, it's going nowhere, and you're gonna be painting over on your skin. So I went wrong here, but you live and you learn, and I'll be fixing that situation in my next video, in my next application. I thought I actually had cleaned the nails well, but going through the video, rewatching the video, and actually looking at my nails, I realized I did not. And tip number 6 is go back and clean the edges and under your tip. I cannot repeat this too many times, guys. Like, you have to, or you're gonna see, if you stay tuned till the middle to end, towards the end of this video, you're gonna see what I mean. If you do not clean these edges and under your nails, especially the edges, because under your nails won't really show unless you lift it up and look. But if you don't clean around the tips, or not the tips but around your cuticles, then you will see what I mean if you stay tuned to the video. So I cured these like, I don't know, like 5 times each 1-minute sessions. They are going nowhere. See, you could see the excess gel under that nail. Like, I didn't clean it properly, so it's cured. It's going nowhere. But the gel is actually good because these nails stick on. Even though I introduced air bubbles in a couple of them, they went nowhere. You will see if you stay towards the end of the video to see my removal process. They would not come off. That's why the peel off base is very important. They would not budge. Especially if you're like me and you want to change your nails every week. It was a hassle to get them off. It's a good and a bad thing because you want your nails to stick, but you also want to be able to take them off quickly if you want to, change them every week or every other week. So here I'm going and just reshaping my nails. I'm trying to keep the same oval shape, but just make them shorter because I can't deal with long nails. Like I just can't. So I'm just using the softer side of this brush, the 100 grit side, in regard to just following the shape back and forth to kind of cut it down. I'm buffing everything, all the number. I'm buffing all the way until you cannot see the number of or the sizing of that tip, and that's where I'll stop to ensure that I have an even sizing, or yeah, even size or length I should say, for all the nails. Just buffing off that the number two and so on and so forth. Here I'm just ensuring that I have the same shape, the same length, because I on my right hand I already did the design already. That's what I'm going to do on my left hand, but I did them in the press on method because I can't use my left hand. I'm right handed, so I have to use my right hand to do my left hand. I can't use my left hand to do my right hand, so this whole GEL X thing was not gonna work for my right hand. So I already created the set for my right hand already, and here I just doing the same process back and forth, ensuring that I keep the shape gently. This is sped up, that's why it looks so fast, but I'm doing it very gently because I don't want to mess it up and mess up the shape where I'd have to take or cut or soak off this tip to replace it. So yeah. Okay, so I am back. I have all my nails reshaped, guys, down there. Just cut down a little bit. I'm going back in with another 100 grit nail file to just kind of smooth the edges so there's nothing rough, and also buff the top of my nails. Like, look at that install. They look flawless, guys, but you will see towards the video that, hey, I didn't clean the cuticle areas very well, so I'm just buffing all the nails. And tip number 7, guys, I'll add this in, is that when you're using these solid gel tips or gels, the solid gels to install your tips, it's best to do the whole A press or the GEL X method, because if you make the press-ons already and then try to install them with it, what's going to happen is some will cure and some will not cure. So some will pop off because you already have like about 3 to 4 layers of gels already on those already created press-on tips, as opposed to installing them naturally on your nail where the light can go through and cure fully. So that's happened to me a lot along before, and I realized that was an issue, so that's why I went this route in regards to creating this video. So I'm using these 2 gels to create my base color. These are the very first set of polishes that I bought in 2019 when I started doing my own nails, and they're still going strong. I still have them. I was a bit skeptical in regards to them, like I had them just thrown down because I didn't really like them, but now I kind of like them. So yeah, I just decided to use them because they were sitting there. One is gelin, I believe, and the other is from Born Pretty. The Born Pretty ones are like kind of transparent gels, which I love transparent nails, but I don't like to see my nail bed underneath them, if you know what I mean. But I love to see the designs on transparent nails. And here's my first like coating of the gelin polish, and I'm going over now with the Born Pretty color. These colors actually aren't even available anymore. They probably have like similar colors now. I tried to find them, but if I find anything similar, I'll link it in the description so you guys could see. But you see, look how pretty that is with you know, those two colors mixed together. Absolutely beautiful. Now looking back, I should have probably just, you know, stick with these two colors and, you know, probably just made it like a neutral nail or did like a French or something. But yeah, so I'm going in with this holographic like powder. If you use this powder on the color black, like black gel polish, then it gives you a purple, like a purple chrome. But I used it over like, you know, a whitish to light color, so of course it's not gonna give me the dark purple, it just gives you a purple hue. I was kind of going for that holographic type of nail that reflects in the sun, kind of thing, and this was the only powders I had, so I just went with them. Yeah. And yeah, look at that. I think it's beautiful. I'm sorry I didn't just stick, you know, with this design instead of going further with these glitters. Or where I think I went wrong is I should have actually just used probably one type of glitter, and then I shouldn't have broken up the glitters into fine dust, but you'll see. You know what I mean, guys. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely do not make the same mistakes I did with your nail applications, guys. Definitely do not. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys at the end. I hope you stay tuned to see the removal of the nails and actually see what I meant in the beginning of the video when I was preaching to you guys that, hey, clean your cuticles, clean your nails, clean, go back and clean, go back and clean. You have to go back and clean thoroughly and ensure that you clean before you know, put your hand underneath the lamp to cure, because I was in a rush and I think that's what happened to me a couple of times also. I cured before cleaning, and then of course, you know, once the nail is cured, like once gel is cured, that's it, you just have to start all over once it's cured. So that's where I went wrong. Even with the holographic powder, you could see it around my nails. I forgot to wipe off and clean my edges before curing. And of course, you know, I'm going to keep repeating that. Guys, you have to clean the nails before you cure, or you're going to end up with the result that I end up with. Especially, you don't see it a lot here, but you'll see it when I do the removal. This is what I meant when I said I shouldn't have broken up the glitters to, you know, into finer like particles. I regret doing this. I didn't like the outcome of the design, but person said they like it, you know, who saw it, but I didn't like it. But yeah. And we are installing the pearls now on the nail. I don't know what I was going for, honestly. I had a design in my head. I don't think it actually came to life, but I mean, it was okay because I liked my right hand. The press-on set that I did, I actually like that more than I like my left hand. And it's because I didn't clean up properly, you know, and then I broke up the glitters finer than my right hand. That's why I didn't like this nail. But if you like it, guys, you can let me know in the comments, or, you know, by just clicking the like button if you like the nails. These are the pearls that I got from my haul from Shein. That video is now live, guys. I'll also link that in the description, or probably somewhere, you know, on the screen. If you guys would like to watch it, you could watch it after this train wreck of a nail video. And this is one of the issues that I think a lot of persons have, guys. I personally have this issue, and I think probably persons who are DIYers and do their own nails would have the same issue, where, you know, you install your charms or gels, or, you know, in this case pearls, and sometimes they pop off, like because, you know, you didn't use enough gel, or the gel doesn't hold it off even if you use a lot of gel. This is what I do. This is my dupe in regards to ensuring that they don't pop off or fall off. I'm going to encapsulate the pearls in clear polygel. Guys, if you've been following me, you'll know, like, that same polygel is a polygel I bought in 2020. I have not replaced it. That polygel has been lasting me years. So of course I'm just going in to encapsulate the pearls with the gels, and so that I ensure that, you know, throughout the daily life, you know, washing, cooking, cleaning, anything that you're doing, they will not pop off or fall out, because I hate when that happens. So let me know if you like this idea in the comment section or not. I think it was a pretty good idea, because even when I was taking off the nails, which you'll see at the end in a couple of minutes, like all the pearls were still there. Like, look, I encapsulated them, and it gave them like a little dome over the pearls, so you know they're going nowhere at all. And then of course I top coat everything, so you know, to secure it and give it some shine. But yeah, I'm just cleaning up the edges, and I think you could see, like, even now around my nails, I didn't clean them properly. Ah, I hate this. But yeah, I'm still gonna post a video so you guys could, you know, ensure that you don't follow me. See, okay, here guys, I think you have a better understanding of what I mean when I said clean. Go back and clean. If you think you've cleaned the nails, go back and re-clean them again and again. Guys, look at that. I don't think they were that bad, but because of the cuticles, oh, it's driving me crazy. So I realized my mistake in my rush, and here I was trying to go back with my file to see if I could kind of make it a bit presentable because I was going out. I'm not too sure if it really, I think it helped, but it wasn't to the extent that I wanted it to be, but it did help. Trust me, it did. And you will see that, especially when in the end, when I'm removing them, it did help a little. And yeah, so we're getting to the removal process, guys, because we're done. And yeah, so this is also something I just thought of while filming this removal process 5 days after. I don't know how to remove the nails. There's no instructions even on Born Pretty's page or the bottle of how to remove them once you've installed them with the, you know, the solid gel. But I figured, hey, it's probably the same thing like glue, right? You just soak them in probably warm water, cuticle oil them, and take your time and push them off, which actually it is the same process because it did work for me. But I think it would have been an easier process if I had used a peel off base, which I didn't. So these nails were on there. They took me a good 30 minutes just to get them off, and it was kind of painful because I had to force my little stick under the nail and try and get the oil under, you know, to kind of and pop them off. So yeah, I mean, it's a good thing because if I liked this nail honestly, and if I had cleaned them up properly around the edges, I would have kept this nail for probably a month. You know, I would have seen how long it would have lasted if they would have probably just grown out, you know, and still not popped off. But I didn't like the nails, so I took them off because they didn't look clean to me, which is disappointing. So guys, this is, you know, my video. Don't do what I did. All right guys, so let's do a quick recap of the 6 that turned to 7 tips, guys. So tip number 1, always use the right size tips. Ensure that they fit you sidewall to sidewall, they're not flushing over. And the tip number 2, always apply a peel off base, especially if you're going to wear the nails for a short time. It definitely will help you with getting them taken off quicker. If you want to wear the nails for like more than 2 weeks, I would suggest then don't use a peel off base, just use the nail tip gel alone and you'll be good. Tip number 3 is do not relift the nails once you've applied them on with the gel, because it introduces air bubbles. Now my air bubbles did not cause any lifting because I cured the hell out of that nail, but you never know what would happen with yours. So it's never good to actually introduce air bubbles ever when you're using gels. Tip number 4, do not use too much gel. This is a practice situation. You're gonna have to just kind of eyeball it and test it out to see what is too much for you depending on the size of your nail. And tip number 5, clean the excess gel. Any flush over you have, any at all, clean it underneath the nail on the cuticle area. Always clean it. This is tip number 5 and 6, guys. You see it holds 2 places because it's so important, as you can see based on my video. And then lastly, tip number 7, which is more of a side note in regards to the whole application. Always apply, if you're going to use the liquid form or even the gel form of nail tip applicators, please just, of course, apply the nails first using the a press method before you even apply any form of gel coating or anything, because it will definitely cure better if you apply it first before you paint your nails or anything of that sort. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.